From Cleveland, where workers are busy right here behind me popping all the balloons that fell from the rafters after Donald Trump formally accepted the Republican nomination. What we saw here tonight was a long and heated ending to a chaotic week. Donald Trump delivering the most important speech of his life. Did he convince skeptical Americans he is qualified to be president? We had a view from the floor. Here in Cleveland tonight, the extraordinary tableau. Donald Trump, a businessman and reality star with no political experience, now the Republican nominee for President of the United States of America. Streamers and balloons inside the hall, fireworks outside. Trump's big night began, however, without a fog machine or a chopper landing. He simply strode on stage, giving a kiss to his daughter Ivanka.
USA, USA.
At times during this week, this room has been a little flat, but not right now. Everyone on their feet.
I humbly and gratefully accept your nomination for the presidency of the United States.
In his acceptance speech, he painted a dark picture of an America beset by threats both at home and abroad, and he presented himself as the savior.
The crime and violence that today afflicts our nation will soon, and I mean very soon, come to an end. Beginning on January 20th of 2017, safety will be restored.
He doubled down on his signature campaign promise.
We are going to build a great border wall to stop illegal immigration.
But it was a more restrained Trump than we often see at his rallies. When a lone protester interrupted, the candidate clearly took pains to hold his tongue rather than shout, "Get him out."
How great are our police?
At this time of national upheaval over race and policing, Trump vowed to protect police officers.
I am the law and order candidate. I will do everything in my power to protect our LGBTQ citizens from the violence and oppression of a hateful foreign ideology.
He also got applause when he vowed to protect the LGBTQ community from terrorists.
And I have to say, as a Republican, it is so nice to hear you cheering for what I just said. Thank you.
On the economy, Trump talked about his plans to cut taxes and regulation and renegotiate trade deals.
I have made billions of dollars in business-making deals. Now I'm going to make our country rich again.
What did Donald Trump need to do here tonight, and did he succeed?
Donald Trump needed a crisp vision to encapsulate a convention that got away from him. And I don't think he did that. I think you had a meandering speech, and I think a gloomy one that was just kind of a period at the end of a run-on sentence.
13 months ago, when Donald Trump rode down that escalator to announce his candidacy, very few thought he would make it this far.
I am officially running for President of the United States.
Trump was written off by pundits. He was considered a caricature, known for his cash, his quaff, his catchphrases.
You're fired.
And his commercials.
Should I have the last slice?
Actually, you're only entitled to half.
But there he was tonight, with polls showing him in a tight race against Hillary Clinton, for whom he reserved some of his toughest rhetoric.
ISIS has spread across the region and the entire world. Libya is in ruins. This is the legacy of Hillary Clinton. Death, destruction, terrorism, and weakness.
He also hit Clinton hard over her emails.
And when a Secretary of State illegally stores her emails on a private server, puts our country at risk, lies about it in every different form, and faces no consequence, I know that corruption has reached a level like never, ever before in our country.
Toward the end of his lengthy and often relentlessly foreboding speech, Trump turned sunnier.
It is time to show the whole world that America is back, bigger and better and stronger than ever before.
And then he wrapped it all up with a return to his now ubiquitous mantra.
We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. God bless you and good night. I love you.
Did he make it somewhat easier, though, for Americans who may be on the fence about him to imagine him in the Oval Office?
Only if you're angry. I think if you're upset, if you're dislocated, disconnected in some way, you found lots of things to like in that speech.
My father always told me, Ivanka, if you're going to be thinking anyway, you might as well think big.
Trump was introduced tonight by his daughter, Ivanka. Ivanka has been described as her father's favorite child, his close advisor, and his secret weapon.
I remember playing on the floor by my father's desk, constructing miniature buildings with Legos and erector sets, while he did the same with concrete, steel, and glass.
Her job here tonight to humanize her often polarizing dad and to appeal to women who, according to the polls, have rejected Donald Trump's candidacy in droves.
At my father's company, there are more female than male executives. Women are paid equally for the work that we do, and when a woman becomes a mother, she is supported, not shut out.
It was a dramatic ending to a convention that has for days careened between tedium and tumult.
Point of order!
First, anti-Trump delegates briefly mounted a failed floor rebellion.
You are ignoring delegates who have been elected to this convention.
Then there was Melania's speech, cribbed from Michelle Obama.
You work hard for what you want in life, that your word is your bond, that you do what you say you're going to do.
You work hard for what you want in life, that your word is your bond.
And then last night, former rival Ted Cruz booed for refusing to endorse Trump.
Vote for candidates up and down the ticket who you trust to defend our freedom.
His wife Heidi had to be escorted out of the hall for her own safety. This morning, Cruz appeared in front of delegates from his home state of Texas and got some tough questions.
Are you going to vote for Trump?
Cruz defended his decision not to endorse, pointing out that Trump insulted his wife's looks and intimated that his father may have been involved in the assassination of JFK.
And that pledge was not a blanket commitment that if you go and slander and attack Heidi, that I'm going to nonetheless come like a servile puppy dog.
Afterwards, arguments broke out.
I'm a Texan.
No, you're a coward.
There was a lot of chaos during the course of this convention. Will that be forgotten, or do you think people will remember it?
Conventions are remembered for moments, and I think some of the moments, including the plagiarism or early in the week, will be remembered.
So if you're Team Trump, do you walk away from Cleveland a little disappointed?
I talked to so many Republicans on this floor and elsewhere who say this could not have gone worse through the early days, and the final capstone, Donald Trump's big speech, seemed to go on for a long time.
It was hard to miss the irony of the closing song of the evening. You can't always get what you want. And something interesting we noticed here tonight, Trump mentioned the term LGBTQ more often than he mentioned God. He also never mentioned abortion. Welcome to a Republican convention in the age of Trump.